All right. Welcome to today's discussion about resilience. Once again, your latest 820 installment on resilience. I'm not sure if you can ever have too much resilience. I guess you could, which I appreciate it and I respect that. If you're all tapped out on resilience for this moment, please turn away and turn off the podcast if you need to. But in the meantime, those of you who are staying with me for this installment, today we're going to talk about, for the remainder of these 500 seconds, something called blind and ignorance. Being blind and ignorant at the same time. Now, of course, I don't mean physically blind, but that could be appropriate here too, as you'll hear in the conversation I will share with you. A few months ago, I had the grace of sitting down with my African elder, Mr. Tamba. And we got to talking about, actually, he started the conversation as he usually does with a question that I could never properly answer. That's why I remain a student in that dialogue with Mr. Tamba. But in that conversation, he posed this question to me that you'll see that my answer was not sufficient. And he wanted to explain to me not just philosophy, what he has seen in his esteemed 7+ decades in this world and probably a world beyond this world, and give me that insight so I can appreciate what it means to be blind and yet you have sight. So when he gave me that guidance, also it prompted me to think about being blind to truth, being blind to beauty. And that truth, that beauty, even that love that was here before you and I got here, will be here long after we have departed from this physical life. But what he points out in his conversation about being aware of your own internal and external blindness. All right, without further ado, here is Mr. Tamba.
But they can see. And there are people who also have one eye, but they cannot see it surrounding them. What does that mean in philosophy?
Oh, the other, with sight, they still can't see. Even with one eye, they can only half see.
They cannot see surrounding them. But the blind can see.
Yes.
What is that in philosophy?
They see through their other senses. They see through other spatial awareness. What they can hear, what they can smell, what they can hear. They can see everything.
No. The people who denied the truth are the ones that have eyes, but they cannot see.
Cannot see.
The people who see, but they are blind, are the people who see the truth
and ignore it.
The people that have one eyes to see around them, but they cannot see around them, are the people who really see, but they ignore the truth.
Why is that? Why is that? When you can physically see, but you mentally, spiritually...
It's around you, right here, in your Pentagon.
Yes.
The swamp there, they can see.
Yes. Plenty of eyes over there.
They are turning their eyes. They cannot see the sight of what they should have seen. They see the other part of it. Like you were saying, they see the negative side. In your Pentagon here,
yes.
In where we are sitting down here, the
yes.
swamp is deep.
Yes. It's vast, too. Very vast. Everywhere. Not just here. Everywhere.
You see? So, there is a guy sitting down here daytime with the cart in camouflage uniform, the military uniform. He showed me why I brought that one. He showed me his pictures. That's what I always tell you, to keep on hoping. He was a 3-star general.
He was.
He was. So in the swamp, nobody knows what happened with his creatures in the swamp. He got sick and then went to Walter Reed. They retired him with some money. After Walter Reed, he lost his house. He lost everything. Now he's homeless.
He's a 3-star general.
Yes. He always sit down. If you should have come here when Adams have the phone. He comes here with the cards in full uniform. He showed me the ID with the 3 stars. He's standing. Now he's homeless here. Yesterday they barred him in the park because he took one of these chairs and put it in the cart and carrying them to find a place to sit down because they don't want him to sit here after 6 o'clock. So why? Because there are people who see, but they cannot see. And there are people who cannot see, but they see, who are blind, but they can see. So just imagine that guy.
I can imagine that. He gave all he had at 3-star general. That's like 25, 30 years.
Yes.
He gave to that machine.
Yes.
And
the machine
it ate him up.
Now the machine grind him.
And then kicked him away. Then ignored him.
Yes.
The truth of that travesty.
Yes. So every day we learn something. But don't forget my 3 words.
Patience.
Love, patience, and sacrifice. And keep on hoping. Don't worry about life. It's going to be better.
I hope you enjoyed that conversation with Mr. Tamba. Again, the whole thing about being blind and ignorant at the same time is very possible, and let's not do that too much going forward. I will leave you with this. No matter what I share with you in these 820 episodes, feel free to ignore me. And no matter what you do in your ambitions, feel free to ignore that as well. But how about this? Pay attention and don't ignore the truth, the beauty inside of you, inside of others. Let's not ignore that. Let's not be blind to that and become more aware of those simple things that are easy to overlook and ignore. But let's pay attention to that. As always, stay present. Stay current. It's always 820.